More or Nothing.
Hello and welcome to this week's episode of MAUL or Nothing with Ryan and Max. And later on in the show, we will be transported to the fabulous city of Cardiff for an Aussie fest. None other than Taniela Tupou, the Tongan Thor, will be on the show, as well as Angus Bell, throwing some sick moves at the Barbarians over the weekend. And also Melbourne Rebels and Wallaby. He's the Melbourne Rebels captain and current Wallaby, Rob Leota as well. A fabulous trio of fellas, and a lot of fun was had. But first things first, how are you boys?
I'm worried about this bloke sat here in this with his books behind him. He seems very subdued, very sad. I'm worried about you, Max. We haven't, just so everyone watching or listening to the show understands, we haven't had a chat. Obviously, he played yesterday, and I feel like it might have something to do with the game yesterday. Are you okay, Max?
Nah, it was a tough day out down in Sandy Park, subjectively for myself, and just a spot of soul searching last night, this morning. Such is the way with sport, you know how it is, right?
I'm not anymore. I've forgotten already. But I'm worried about you. You seem flat. I feel like I wish we were all together so we could give him a big cuddle and then make him laugh.
Just giggle it off.
What's wrong? What soul searching in terms of how the game went, personally, individually, as a team?
Yeah, bit of everything really. Just a tough day out. I was just frustrated. That was all. Quite frustrated.
I watched a bit. I felt like the ref had it in for you.
Yeah, he got on the wrong side of Big Hamish, and Nika had his way. To be fair, I just had to. I look forward to the next time we meet. That's put it that way. Yeah, I'm desperate to rewrite that.
Was it correct? The calls.
Yeah, some of them definitely were. Others weren't. It was just a bit of a. It wasn't really like a pushing battle. It was more like a technical off, and such is the way sometimes of scrums, they can get quite like that, and then it's down to the ref's interpretation. But in fairness, he had me in the squeeze a couple of times, and I just couldn't figure it out how to sort of adapt and change the picture effectively on the hoof. And then the result speaks for itself. Big part of what let them back into the game was the scrum and discipline outside of that. So, yeah.
Oh, what about that poor fella that missed that kick at the end? What was his name?
James Williams, yeah, Jimmy Wills.
Did you see this, Mark?
No.
Right, so the boys, Bristol are chasing it. They're trying to get back. They need to get these 3 points quickly, and then they can take the kick off, and they're back within a chance of maybe winning the game. And so he almost rushes his kick a bit, doesn't he, Max? It's there. It's an easy kick. Like Max could have done it with his heel.
Yeah.
And he shanked it left.
What was the reaction?
Oh, it's just like it was almost just a symptom of that last sort of 20 minutes of that game, to be honest.
But would you have then got the bonus point anyway, wouldn't you, if you just got it? Sorry.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, absolutely, Mark. That's true. And now with the league being the way it is, you need all the points you can get, because it only gets harder now. We got who we got next? Sale, Bath, then Saracens. So that'll be tasty. And Saracens, watching them on Saturday, they look juicy. All the England boys back. Put Leicester to the sword.
Oh, listen to him. I just feel like I can hear it in your voice. I'm worried about you.
I dislocated my pinky as well. It's so annoying. Look at this fucking thing.
Oh, yeah.
Bastard. Look at that puppy. Oh,
looks like a set of anal beads. What?
Bro, I was running around like this. It's like trying to get back in there, you little bitch. Oh, mate. You had to pull him straight back out. Oh, nightmarish.
That'll be done for a while. That'll be stuck out.
Yeah, I'll call him Mini-Me. Yeah, need to rewatch that, by the way. It's aged perfectly.
Yeah, 100%. Mark?
Yes?
Did you when you used to watch me or watch Max, do you just play a camera? Like, I found myself watching your game and not watching anything else that was going on, and only realising that I was just watching you, Max. The whole time I was just watching you.
Yeah, was exactly the same. And also, I'm like, what's he thinking right now? What's Max thinking?
Is he thinking about the podcast tomorrow? Maybe he is. Maybe he's thinking about.
Has he sorted Ben Earl yet for the podcast?
Still no. Firm blank. Yeah.
Did you have a few beers after Max, or is it just straight home?
I had a Sunday roast at Sandy Park. Caught up with Ollie Woodburn, and then took my sorry self back home, and that was it. Yeah.
Did you see Hoggy?
Just a handshake, and that was it.
I was like, all he gave you.
Oh, he was a busy man, isn't he? He was doing all the media stuff. You know what it's like. And then they got to close off the game and stuff.
How about you, Wills?
Well, I slept at your house again, didn't I, at the weekend?
Yep.
We had another sleepover.
Another classic MAUL or nothing sleepover.
Oh, I love it. Well, we shot the ep. What day was that? Was that Sunday?
That was Thursday, Ryan. Obviously, amazing day in Cardiff. We're very lucky to get access to some of the biggest stars in the world of rugby ahead of that Barbarians game.
Shame we couldn't do a little bit more.
But luckily, we all got to hang out together, which was fabulous. Having some Fijian kava as well.
Oh yeah, how good was that, by the way? Afterwards,
curry was great, and the cassava. Oh, really?
It was right up until I ate that chili, and then that was very spicy, and felt again the next day. I'm becoming obsessed with chilies, but yeah, it was lovely. How nice was that curry, Max? That was a proper Fijian,
Fiji curry. Yeah, just so much fat, chicken on the bone. It was delicious. I'll tell you what else was good. Did you guys take any of those cheesecake things with you?
Yeah, I had to leave it in James, the producer's car, actually. So I'm pretty sure he ate them all.
My God, mine got murdered. Oh, they were amazing, delicious.
But no, it was nice. And then flew back up and commentated on the Stormers game where Glasgow won with Big Bobby Skinstad, who I'm pretty sure was still reeking of brandy and cokes, like most of the South African people on this earth. A week after them winning the World Cup. So yeah, did some of that. That was good fun. And then I've had a lovely weekend of just reconnecting with the family after not seeing them for God knows how long. So it's been nice. It's been nice to have a weekend off, actually, gents. I've liked it. I've enjoyed it. And watching Max play rugby. You put your hands on your knees, Max. I think we're going to have a section of the show. I'm worried about your body language. I think we're going to have a section of the show, right? And I've thought this up today, called Coach's Corner. Because obviously it's easy for me now. I don't play. But I think we should go back. I can review your performances in games, right, for you. So I can have a little chat with you how things have gone, right? But one thing I did notice is you put your hands on your knees too much. I sound like your dad. That's the sort of shit my dad used to say to me. I'm properly retired.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Agreed.
All about body language.
I'm working on that, yeah.
Just a few bits of admin, housekeeping. We're pleased to report, obviously, that despite Ryan's ridiculous offer last week, we received no death threats.
Oh, yeah, that's a shame, isn't it?
I
went and checked the emails. We've had no emails, just a heads up.
Congratulations to Matthew Light 3572. Potentially the only entry, the winner of the Simply Ludicrous competition Ryan set at the end of last episode, to win his signed artwork.
Oh, look at that.
That is misleading, that picture. Those who can see that, it's really misleading and frankly not safe for work picture. Put that away. But from Matthew Light, my girlfriend said we needed some artwork on the walls. That masterpiece will go perfectly above the bed. So do DM us on Insta with your address and we'll get that over to you.
And we want to see a picture of it above the bed.
In a tiny little frame.
Or no, in a massive, ridiculously outsized frame.
Yeah, no, it's got to be ornate. Yeah.
Ornate.
Yeah, I love it. I actually love it that our wonderful listeners and viewers are getting in touch and actually engaging with the show. We're going to have more of this, aren't we? We're going to have more of this, boys.
I enjoyed one certain at Biker Sniper 1, guy called Dion Van Ziel. After 90 seconds, I'd rather go work in my garden than listen to this 3 girls blabber.
It is a bit of It's a bit of an off mother's meeting.
Well, the fact that we were all in a bed to start with probably put on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I like this one. Here, I've got a good one. Iron Cross 666 says, "You three guys are probably the only three Brits I like." Keep up the good stuff.
Not a hugely likable race of people.
Right, boys, it's time, with the season slightly underway, to do the predictions that we love to watch you guys get completely wrong. I would like to get first Max's prediction for who will win the Prem this season.
I got to back the boys. Got to back ourselves, don't we?
No, you're not allowed to say yourselves.
Why?
Oh, okay.
Why? Let him cook, Willie Sonny. Let him call his own side out and give us a reason why he thinks they're going to win the Prem.
Okay, well, I mean the facilities first.
But I'm not picking the Bears. Going by what we've seen so far and the fact that the season's a bit shorter, I think Saracens look potentially back into repeat it. I think after watching them against Leicester, the guys that are sort of integral to that squad are looking naughty. Benno, etc. Mario was on fire. Obviously, can't not talk about Faz when you talk about Saracens. So I'll probably go with them, to be honest, to win the league. If the Bears don't win it.
Do you want my Premiership prediction?
Yeah, go for it.
Don't know. I want to say someone like Quins. I just fucking love the way that Quins just you score, we score. I mean, look at all the results so far. They just lost against Gloucester. They obviously beat Exeter, who are up there with them at the top. They beat you boys in the last minute, didn't they?
Yeah.
And they hammered Newcastle. Newcastle have been terrible. I haven't won a game yet, but they've started off with a bit of a bang. Only lost their opening game by a point. I reckon they're building.
I sort of like where you're going with that, but
Yeah,
I'm not sure if they've got the depth to make it to the top. They've definitely got the starting 15 though.
Talking of Harlequins, boys, it probably wasn't try of the season, but it was the finish of the season, wasn't it?
I mean, maybe just on the basis of the finish alone, it's try of the season.
Yeah, could potentially be. But you want to see like a end-to-end try, don't you?
Or the Duhan van der Merwe versus England kind of try.
Yeah, something like that. Or like where there's like, 10 offloads.
Yeah, I know what you mean. But, mate, he's running at full pace. Pinpoint kick from Marcus Smith, the boot of King Midas. And then he's outstretched, full length, hands of a heart surgeon to dot that down. Man, that's so impressive. Freakish. The last season he was injured for so long. So good to have him back, man. He's a freak show. Like, power incarnate. I'm sure he'll score many more.
We'll see. Marcus Smith got melted as well. Did you see it?
Oh, didn't he just? He got ended. Fair play. Eyes on the prize, baby.
Right, Ryan, URC.
Obviously Glasgow.
Do you genuinely think Glasgow can win the URC this season?
Yeah, I do. Do you know who started bloody well? Connacht have gone 3 from 3. They've started well, but I think Glasgow can push it. Again, you just have to get up into that top 8 to then go into playoff rugby, which we've seen at the recent World Cup. Even crap teams like England can get far. So I think
cheap.
But yeah, I genuinely think Glasgow can push it. But I also think even though Stormers got beaten by Glasgow, I still think Stormers will push it. They obviously won it the first year they were in it. The second season they made it to the final and got beaten by Munster, which should never have happened. So I think they'll be up there. Hard to rule Leinster out, isn't it? But once all their boys are back, I don't know. Will there be the same beast without Johnny Sexton? Probably. He didn't play a huge amount.
Probably, definitely. What are Treviso saying?
Treviso were my dark horse. And
should we be calling them Benetton just in case people don't know who we're talking about?
Benetton Treviso. They'll be up there as well. So we go Stormers, Glasgow, Leinster, and Benetton, top 4.
Ooh.
Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. I can get behind that.
Well, that's all round up from here. Let's head over to what was some very enjoyable, chaos-filled moments over in Cardiff with some of the Aussie boys.
We are joined by some Aussie superstars in the form. Rob Leota, Angus Bell and Taniela Tupou. Boys, how are we doing? Hanging out of your asses. You've had a hell of a week. How are things?
A little bit dusty, to be honest. But,
So what's it been Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like full go?
Yeah, training every day, gym in the morning and then a couple hours. It's been good. It's been good. Mr. Alan Wynne-Jones has been good. Hoops has been
connecting,
good.
mate, just connecting.
Connecting
Yeah,
with
I've
the
heard
group,
it's
mate.
slightly different to when Renz took us, because Renz was so serious, when we
Was
came.
he? Yeah, he was
Yeah,
a
I
bit.
know. Weird.
We did counter-attack shape with Renz.
We did the full works. You know what he's like?
But I respect that he can just do that.
Yeah, but he's a good man, isn't he? Opposed to, who are the coaches for this week?
I know Eddie Jones. Who's the other one?
Razor Robinson.
Razor.
Yeah.
So the current Wallabies coach and the future All Blacks coach.
No, he's not the current Wallaby coach.
No, he's the coach now to the 25th of November.
Very good point. Wow.
Wow.
My guy knows his stuff.
Smart guy.
So I'm enjoying my time with my coach at the moment. You know, it could be my last time seeing.
What genuinely though, like without taking the piss, because we're not here to fucking dig deep and cause shit. What's it been like with him since he's obviously announced that he's leaving? He's done with Australia after whatever happened in the World Cup. What's it been like? Has it been weird with him, or has it been? Because I met him last year. Fucking good bloke.
I don't know, but I mean everybody's different. You know, he's been good to me. Obviously, I've done my Achilles, and Dave got sacked, and you know Eddie came in, and I didn't know, if there's a chance of me making the World Cup, knowing, you don't know what Eddie wants, you don't know what, there's no chance of you coming back and prove yourself to be in the team, and he gave me a call and said, look, I want you to work hard and try and be in the team for the World Cup. So for someone like that to, have faith in you when I didn't at the time, and it means a lot to me. So, seeing him around here, I've got nothing against him, and if he's doing what's best for him, I'm happy for him. But I've enjoyed my time with him.
Because you boys have to separate the whole pantomime shit that happens, right? The man behind the scenes is very different. Like genuinely, I had a good chat with him. I didn't think, get on with Eddie Jones. Then I met him and I was like, fuck, he's actually all right.
Yeah, I mean, until you get to meet him, I think what he did with the media, it's taking the pressure off us, and not many people see that. And he's not that person you see in the media. He's a different person. You can have a good conversation with him. He cares about you. And
Belly, you obviously been involved with the Barbarians before. Between Dave Rennie and Eddie, differences?
I'd say they're very different coaches, but I enjoyed my time with both of them. Probably the same. Eddie and Renz are very different, but those differences in coaching both work just as effectively. So, I really enjoyed my time with both of them. Obviously, Renz was the first one to pick me for the Wallabies. So I was a 19-year-old kid when I first played Test footy. So he was
He's the youngest prop ever to debut for Australia.
Are you actually going to do that?
Let him cook.
Yeah, chill. Because there'll be barbs thrown. Eddie's obviously very different, very positive. Like for where we were and the results we were getting, he still believed in us and sort of, tried to push us to be our best. So very different, but I enjoyed my time with both of them.
2 years ago, when we had that moment when we should have played for the Barbars, and you've also played number 8 as well, right?
You definitely haven't.
I was actually,
Mate, morning of the game, right? It's getting. We'll just
not long,
we'll throw Dwayne Vermeulen on the bus, right? Dwayne's fucking stuck the old thing up his schnotter. He's come up as positive, right? The night before the game.
So contextualise, people haven't heard. This was the last Barbarians tour where you were.
2021, Barbar's game got cancelled. We did the whole week, and me and Putty tested positive for COVID morning of the game. What happened was that the 2 days before on our captain's run, Dwayne did a rat test, and he was the only one to come back positive. But his was a false positive, so then we all had to do PCRs, and that's when me and Putty came back as positive. But when Dwayne tested positive for rat tests and isolated, they rang around all the clubs trying to find an 8, and they couldn't find one because I think the Prem or the Championship was playing the next day. So they were like, we're not going to release a player to come play for you for a day when we need them. I was going to put the moulds on and forget about scrumming, which was going to be good.
We hadn't been out once in the week.
Yeah, we're locked in. Yeah, it was.
So you guys were the patient zeros for. I mean, Ryan brings up the barbars, but almost on a weekly basis at the time that you know.
That's only because I got to meet these boys. I was.
When you had your man bun as well.
We did.
Yeah. Don't trust grown men with long hair, right? And he was your captain. It must have been weird.
The fucking best week ever. Didn't even need a game, did we?
I was actually kind of worried about that playing that game because Manu Samoa have some big tight ends.
And
I did not want to scrum against him, bro. He had Paul Alauamil and Michael Alatoa. I was like, well,
I'll go 8.
yeah, the hardest thing about this is going to be that scrum. I was like, oh,
Belly, just quickly, before we move on to this fucking lunatic,
yeah.
you do loads of good stuff, like in the community for like charities and stuff. Just talk us through that, because it is unbelievable.
No, I just work for a disability company back in, well, they're based in Sydney, but now they're all over Australia, so Wattability. It's just, you know, where they take our kids to, you know, have fun, happiness, smiles, and it's just a good time, and it's a good, I just thought it was a good link between rugby and being an athlete, because obviously when you're starting off your career, you don't get paid very much, so you need to go have another job when you're semi-professional. And it's just another job where, you know, you can take a young kid out that, like, I guess some of the boys they look up to and some of the sports they look up to, and they can sort of, you know.
How much do you get paid for that?
No, so how old
I don't get paid, mate.
Belly, how old are you? How old are you?
23.
For a 23-year-old, be pushing stuff like that, like, fuck, man. That's,
Yeah, no, so it's no, it's good.
That's good. It is
Thanks, bro.
special.
Thank you.
I fucking
Cheers,
love
bro.
that.
Good, man.
I actually love that.
How did you get into it?
My first
His
spring
dad
tour.
told him to do it.
At the back end of my first spring tour, Steve reached out to me, who's the founder and CEO. So, Steve Dresler. He just reached out and said, "Would you like to come do some work?" And I ended up doing a day, and then the relationship sort of fostered. So,
Nella, what are you pointing over there?
Benny Ravai.
Penny Ravai.
Guess how old he is?
Penny Ravai?
Right, he definitely could be like.
46.
Benny, how old are you? 35. See, he's not 35, I'll tell you this.
He's a passport 50.
In Fiji, you celebrate your first birthday when you're 7. So he's not 35, he's 42.
I didn't believe that.
Here comes the waiter. Here comes the waiter.
A very special waiter.
Just show your face to the camera, because they don't believe you're home. No one knows you're home. Oh, there he is, Nico Matawale. Rob Leota, you've been, since you've walked, like, past that wall, your knees not stopped shaking, you've got velvet pants on, you've been rubbing your legs, look at you, you're a fucking nervous wreck. Is everything all right?
But your podcast almost got cancelled today, man.
What?
No, it didn't. That's no, misleading that. It didn't. It's all working. They definitely didn't get a team message.
Rugby pass.
Saying, don't get involved.
Rugby pass.
Hey, go on. Well, go on, give it to me.
No.
It's good to have you on.
No,
Teammates,
it's good to be here.
we had
Good to
some
see
good
you,
nights in London. How was your World Cup? Genuinely, like, how was your World Cup?
No, it was good. I think
I know it's tough with results, but
Eddie summed it up pretty well before we actually went. He's just like, oh, you're never going to get the same group of players and like the same exact team. Just have no regrets. Really just like be present while you're at the World Cup. And like the media and stuff it is what it is. You can't control that, but I think behind closed doors, like those relationships you won't get back again with like the same group. So we tried to make the most of it and grow as a tight group throughout the World Cup. But
So Eddie's had like with England, has had a past of players, mind games with players, like a few weird bits and bobs, pretty spooky. Any of the lads get that treatment? Fun nicknames?
What does he call you? Half a human.
no, he called me in my first, when we did rehab together, because obviously we both didn't play Super Rugby this year. My nickname was Half Body. So I had a boot on and I couldn't do any legs, and my legs got really, really skinny. So he called me Half Body because I could, like, my chest was the same size, and then my legs are like stilts. So that was funny. But he stopped calling me that after I fixed it.
He calls me Tubes. Tupou, Tubes.
No,
I think we get what.
it's Tubes because you're 200 kilos. Isn't that right, big boy?
How much are you rating right now? In this moment.
Don't lie.
I'll at least $1.46.
That's true.
$1.46.
246.
146, okay.
Yeah, but he's 5'8".
Yeah, that's wild if you think about it.
Easy question. Dave Rennie. Fucking what sort of a coach? What a man.
Love him. You know, when I think about Dave, you know, there's a word that comes to my mind, care. He cares about you. You know, he drove from Brisbane to GC. I was living there with my missus to come have a meeting. To be fun. To go have a meeting with my missus' parents and my missus because he wanted to speak to them. Look, mate, we want Nella to lose weight.
As it says, yeah, I had to go to the parents.
This is when I did my calf, and we want Nella to come back and play for us. You know, we need him and whatever. You know, whatever we were talking about, but it's not about that. It's about him going out of his way, coming into my house, talking to the people that I live with, you know, to make sure that I come back, you know, in a good form. Other coaches don't do it for you. Like
But
your
that's
coach,
it, he taps
like,
into your
yeah,
family. That's
like
the
he
thing.
goes, you know, not just be a coach, but you know, he can be a friend, and that's what I, you know, love about him. He like genuinely care about you and wants you to do well, and that's what I love about Dave.
And that's what makes you want to fucking perform for
Yeah,
the coach,
100%.
right? It makes you want to go the extra mile for the
Yeah,
coach.
100%.
Because
And
he's invested in you. You're like, fuck, I want to invest in that man, yeah?
fuck, he loves the song though. He loves to sing.
Yeah.
How shocked were you boys when he got relieved of his duties?
If you're looking at it solely, not looking at the coaches or any relationships you've had with them, if you're changing coaches, you need to then learn and change and then understand where your place is within a team. So for us, it was like, you know, how Dave wants to play is a lot different to how Eddie wanted to play. There was a lot of things that changed and a lot of people that changed. And as you know, a lot of people changes in teams, a lot of people were coming through. There was a lot of people that were dropped. There was heaps of different things. So it was a big change. So just as a player, yeah, you have to. Like we had to change as a team.
And that's unsettling going into a World Cup, right?
Well, yeah, of course, but like, you know, you can't use it as like say that it hasn't been done. Like Eddie came in and coached England and got them to a final, so it's not like it's not that it wasn't a right decision, but just as a player coming in, you have to change and adapt, and sometimes it doesn't work, and it didn't for us. So
I think the craziest thing was we had our first wallaby camp for the year that week before. So we went home on Friday, and then I went to train. We all had our club teams on Monday, and then I was getting told at training that he was getting the sack, and we were just with him the week prior. Yeah, so that's what was probably rocked me the most, because we literally just saw him, and he's literally on the Monday getting announced that he's lost the job. So
This might be a little bit spicy, but were you guys shocked by any of the omissions for the squad, for the Wallabies?
I was. When, you know, obviously when the team named, you know, and I look at the squad, a lot different from Dave, like the squad that we normally, because we've been playing together for how many, like since Dave coach, and we know how to play with each other. We know what, you know, this boy can do, this guy can do, or whatever. And then when Eddie named the team, what I was thinking at the time, I was like, Eddie's been in the World Cup. He knows what he's doing. I'm going to trust him for that. And then I went to the World Cup. It didn't happen because, you know, when the pressure was on, you know, you needed guys who can handle pressure, and we had guys who couldn't do that.
But did you feel that actually at the World Cup, like
100%.
we could have done with, you know, Quaid?
You know, things happen and whatever. I don't want to sit here and moan that we, you know, could have been this or that or whatever. But an experienced number 10 would help.
Yeah.
Like
100%.
Or fucking
or anyone can just sit in the driver's seat and then just like, we're going that way, we're heading this way, you know.
my biggest opinion on it was that injuries cooled us a lot. Like they say that the most important position, as you guys would know, on a field is our tight end prop. Losing him was probably one of the biggest.
And Ellen.
And we lost, so you think about it, during the Bledisloe we lost Alan Alatar, who's a world-class tight end. We lost Nello, who's, again, probably one of the better tight ends in the world. We lost Skelts, who's probably the informed lock in the world currently. You lose 315 kilos or however much it is on the right side of your scrum. And obviously we came into the World Cup through a few games, like we played France, who was Uini Antonio. We genuinely got scrum penalties against France, who were one of the better scrums in the world. And then we played against Georgia and we did really well as well. So losing, obviously the boys that came in did a job too, but it just hurt. The injuries cruel. I believe the injuries were the biggest thing in the World Cup, and I think it would have been. My opinion is it would have been a different result if, we had
Squad stayed fit.
Yeah, we didn't get those injuries, and we stayed that solid team that we had.
But let's look at it positively, in as far as Eddie's talked about the experience being something which will help Australia, and the players will learn from being in that position, particularly young ones who haven't experienced that before, haven't got many caps under their belt. Do you guys see it that way? Because there's some big things coming up, obviously, with the Lions and then a home World Cup. Is this something that you could take some positives out?
100%. I feel like, we sat home at 6 a.m. and watched the Springboks versus New Zealand versus the All Blacks, and you see the result of the Springboks winning and what it means to their country, and also how passionate they are. And obviously, with our results, incredibly disappointing, and it does leave a burning desire to want to be successful in a World Cup. Obviously it's the pinnacle of our sport. Happens only every 4 years, so you might only play one World Cup in your whole career. So it burns and it hurts, and watching that game and watching the people there and the passion, and obviously South Africa winning, it was something that really hurt. But again, it'll leave that hole, but we can only look forward. He's young, I'm pretty young, so hopefully we can get to the next World Cup.
Boys, could you talk us through the guillotine week where you were kind of living in we probably aren't going to go through to the knockout stages, but we might. What was that like?
Shit.
Was it? Right, so were you guys... No, but as in, were you on the piss, it doesn't matter, we don't care, we've forgotten about everything? Or were you like...
the start of the week, because it was our bye week, the start of the week, and obviously the result, we sort of just bunkered in, because we were based in St Etienne, which was pretty far away. So we had a few beers then, and then obviously during the week trained pretty hard. We had 3 or 4 sessions. We got flogged. And then the night that we watched the Portugal game, when they scored that try and were up by 7, we need them to win by 8. We were cheering them on, we were having dinner, a beer or 2, and then...
Did you really? Seriously? So was everyone it was...
Well, yeah, they were winning by 7, and they were playing really good footy, so we were like, mate, we're
fuck, we're in.
We're in, because Fiji obviously could do anything, so we were just like, fuck. We're close here, we've got to concentrate. But we'd done all the training stuff, we trained really hard.
That was hard that week, for me, look, I trying to say, I'm not going to take it away from Portugal and Fiji. So happy for Portugal, they were playing so well in the World Cup, and for Fiji to make it to the quarterfinal, and unfortunate for us to not make it. But for me and Will, I don't know, but for me, I was dying to play. I was hoping that Portugal somehow pull something, because I only played one game. I was starting to come out and try and offer something. I don't know, and play. I'm coming back from a calf injury. Ribs, Achilles. I pretty much haven't played a game in the last 2 years, and worked so hard to get into the World Cup, and bang, again you play one game, and everybody's different. They look at it differently, and that's how I looked at it. I was dying to play a game, and it was, I was happy and you're sad, and watching the game you're happy. I was like, we're close, and then after the game I didn't know how to feel. I came back, it was like, it didn't hit me that I was going home. Our World Cup is done, and it took me a while to accept the fact that there was us and something that we have to live with for the rest of our life. And people will say we're the worst wallaby team ever in the World Cup, and whether you like it or not, it's something we're gonna have to live with, and it's up to us to try and change that.
Did you feel that you guys had a performance in you? So let's say it had happened, the miracle had happened. was there genuinely a feeling in the squad that you could put on a performance that you hadn't really shown at any point during that World Cup?
100%.
Yeah?
Yeah, like yeah. If we'd have versed,
You always feel like that as a
I think
rugby World Cup.
if we'd have gone through, we'd have versed Argentina. I'm pretty sure. I think it was Argentina. I'm not sure. Argentina or England. I feel like if we had versed one of those two teams, we would have gone close to.
Well, look at England. They were, I mean, they were seriously.
Well, yeah,
shot.
exactly. Well, you look at England. They've been everyone like in the media, everyone back home in England says about them that they were, obviously bagging them out, saying their performances aren't good enough. All this shit.
Played well once.
But look, they went within 1 point of South Africa. Yeah. And they yeah. So all right. Yeah. In a World Cup, it's anyone's game. So, yeah. No, they performed really well. So, and that just shows that just because you don't perform in the pool stages doesn't mean you can not get through.
Let's move off this.
Yeah, fine. How excited are you boys coming? Couple of years coming down the line. For many professional players, you get one chance in your career to play the Lions. How excited that they are coming to town?
It's very exciting. Yeah, no, it's one every 12 years. Yeah, so it's you're going to do it once.
But also, it could be the thing from a UK perspective, it's the biggest thing. Particularly for fans, you go to the Lions tours.
I also think it's exciting because, everyone in Australia doesn't understand the spectacle of an international game, especially 27 World Cup. You get 50,000 drunk Irish fans at a game, and then you actually understand what the world game is of rugby. It changes perspectives. Where you get in Australia, it's there's the Wallabies and then there's rugby league. So I think it'll be good to see I'm sure there'll be thousands and thousands, heaps of people coming over for the World Cup. So,
Patty, where did you play at the moment?
Melbourne.
And captain?
Yeah. Captain that never played this year.
No, but seriously, what are you? The man that leads by example, I'm waiting for these boys to agree.
Barely happy about that.
Right? Leads by example on and off the field.
lead by example, Jack.
Or is he that inspirational captain that goes, gives you the big speech? Because I'm guessing it's fuck, let's go, boys.
What do you reckon, Belly?
No. Before you boys speak, what are you as the captain?
Look at the answer.
Probably just actions, eh?
Just an act.
I give inspirational speech before we run out all the time.
Is that what you do?
Give us one.
Give us one then.
Everyone here just blind up. We'll take a breath in on 3, eh? 1, 2, 3. All right, where's the beers?
What? Is that what you say?
I think he's mocking someone.
It's the motivation. Beers after the win.
That's the sort of captain I was. I wasn't, I didn't want to speak too much, but... And that day that Dave said, Wilson's the captain, everyone went...
That's probably the same reaction I got.
Yeah,
when I told.
why do you think...
See, I didn't know that he was the captain before I signed to go to Rebels next year. Because if I did know,
I thought about it.
I'd be going to the fucking Goldbears and join Dave running.
But I love that, because you sat here all night. Billy's taking the show because he's actually...
It's good
fair
statement.
to him. Young man.
It's a good statement.
Unbelievable talker.
There's two different people.
No, yeah, exactly.
So I know what you're going to say.
What?
Go on, there's two different people. Go on.
There's one who's good with their mouth and one who's not. Billy's good with his mouth.
As soon as you said it, I was this can't.
Man, I know some boys that know you well. Like Sione Tuipulotu. Fucking good man. He's like, nah.
Don't talk about it.
Don't talk about that guy.
But he's like,
He's a good
nah,
man.
Patty's a good man. But sometimes that's what you want as a captain. A good man that just fucking, is there for the boys. There for the boys, eh? And is that what he is? Is he there for the boys?
Oh, always. He doesn't shout though.
Yeah, but you don't want him to shout and scream. Is that your statesman? Is he, any messages? Send fucking Big Belly out. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He talks in our huddles all the time. Good chat, bro. Good
Yeah,
chat.
it's good chat, bro. Big joke.
Right, just to join the show at the end.
Guys, you might have heard throughout that show. Unfortunately, it might have sounded like technical issues. It wasn't. It was the boys Penny and Nico who are here, who were just watching sort of rancid YouTube videos and laughing the whole time. So, Nico, how did you enjoy our podcast with the boys?
Well, it's like really good. We take some good experience for the boys, Aussie boys. It's good to see them too now, meet them in person. Yeah, and I just want to come and visit my brothers.
And are you going to drink some grog tonight?
Yeah, and share some cover with them.
And I'm going to lose you tonight like I did in Marseille, or are you going to stay?
No, that's a different place. I'm with the boys, so act like a boys when you're with the boys.
More or nothing.
Thank you for listening to More or Nothing.
Thank you for listening. For more. Thank you for listening. For more or nothing.
Thank you for listening to MAUL or Nothing.
Vinaka for listening to More or Nothing, eh?
Vinaka wakalebu na barong chigo mai na mall or nothing.
What's news?